Alright, so you're ready to smooth the time series. So in Excel, we're going to start with the 3-point average. So you type equals, average, if you can actually spell it, average, bracket, and then select the 3 data values that you want to average out. I'm just going to get rid of some of the decimals. Alright, and you remember dragging, so you go to the little green dot and drag it down to get to 9. Why did I not go down to 10?
Because they're only going up 2.
Yeah, very good. So 9, you're averaging those 3, 10, there's no 11, so you'd be only averaging 2 if you went down to there. 5-point average, we're going to do basically the same thing, but we're selecting 5 values now. Press enter, and then go to the green dot and drag down to 8. So now select all of your data and go to insert. So you can go scatter plot, or you can do the, what's it called? Line graph. Let's start with line graph. If you got a day line graph, you can just select that and delete that. We don't need that. So you can see on my graph, you can see the sales one is quite a strange graph, like it's going up and then down and then up and then down. So it's a bit weird. So the grey one, you can see it's kind of made it less of a fluctuation, and the yellow one, you can see looks quite linear. So it's basically going up. So if you just think about the 5-point average, or the average over 5 days of sales, basically it's going upwards, or a positive trend. So you're basically just graphing averages. The 4-point average is a bit different. So you need to take your data and insert a space in between each day. So if I take this data, copy and paste, Control C, Control V, and then I right click, insert, right click, insert, right click, insert. You just have to do it 9 times. For 4-point moving average, you have to go in between the 2 and the 3. That's where you start. So I'm going to do equals, average, again, bracket, and I'm going to select, select the sales, and press enter, and you should have got 22.25. That's the average of those 4 values. Now to make this fast, this is a bit different to your normal copy. So you've got to select that cell and the cell below, and then click on the green dot. Select that cell and the cell below, click on the green dot and drag down until you get to 8 and 9, or in between 8 and 9. So I'm doing 4-point average, so it was between 2 and 3 because I'm doing day 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm going down to 8 and 9 because that value is 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's in between the 4 values. So it's very similar to the 3.5 point, except you've got 4 points. The next step is quite different. So we need to find the center. So we go equal average of these 2. And so that's the average of the 4-point averages. When you've done that, again, select 2, click on the green dot and drag down until you get to day 8. And now you have an average between each two averages. So the data as it is, the line graph doesn't do anything because there's too many spaces. So you have to do a scatter plot where you can just see from the grey, basically these center averages compared to our original graph of just days versus sales. The grey one is quite, it's pretty close to being linear.